Huh? You ever notice, kid, how people only really care about you when they can get something out of it? Oh yeah, they'll smile, shake your hand, even laugh at your dumb jokes. But trust me, inside they don't give a damn. And when you're down, when you're on your knees, scraping by, no one's coming to help you. Hell, they'll probably step right over you, like trash on the street. That's life, and it's a lesson you learn the hard way. The reality is, people are selfish. They put themselves first, always, and that's something you've got to come to terms with if you want to survive in this world. They'll tell you they've got your back, that they'll be there through thick and thin. But the second things get hard, they vanish. They'll ghost you, make excuses, act like you never even mattered. But here's the thing, you can't let that get to you. It doesn't matter, because what really counts is what you do for yourself, how you respond, how you rise. One day, they're going to look at you from a distance, and they'll wish they treated you better. They'll look back and wish they'd valued you more, supported you more, appreciated you when you were at your lowest. And by that time, you'll already be beyond them. They'll wish they hadn't doubted you or ignored your potential. But by then, it won't matter, because you won't need them anymore. You'll be miles ahead, on a level they never even dreamed of reaching. And that's the key right there. You don't need their validation. You don't need their approval to be great. You don't need anyone to tell you what you're worth, because your worth comes from within. People judge you by what they can see, what's in front of them, not by what's inside of you. They don't see your dreams, your fire, your ambition, and they don't know the battles you're fighting. They see where you are, not where you're going, and that's why they treat you like you're nothing. But let me tell you something, kid. You are so much more than they think. You are capable of more than they'll ever imagine, and you're not defined by the place you start from. Your circumstances don't determine your destiny. It's your choices, your resilience, your grit that shape who you become. You know, most people don't know how to handle someone who is on the rise, someone who is working on themselves and focused on growth. They don't like it because it reminds them of what they're not doing. When they see you putting in the work, pushing yourself, they feel threatened. They'll criticize you, mock you, try to pull you back down. They'll call you a dreamer, say you're wasting your time. But deep down, they're just afraid. They're afraid of what you could become, because they know that once you realize your power, they won't be able to control you anymore. And that scares them. But don't let that stop you. Don't let their fear hold you back. The world is full of people who will try to clip your wings because they're afraid of how high you might fly. They'll judge you, they'll laugh at you, they'll doubt you at every turn. But it's all noise. None of it matters. What matters is how you respond. Are you going to let them drag you down, or are you going to rise above it all? You see, rising isn't just about reaching the top. It's about proving to yourself that you're capable of greatness, that you're stronger than the limitations others put on you. Now, I'm not saying it'll be easy. In fact, it's going to be one of the hardest things you'll ever do. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when the world feels too heavy, when you're exhausted, and it seems like all your effort is for nothing. There will be nights when you lie awake, questioning your path, wondering if it's worth it, if you're really cut out for this. You'll feel alone, misunderstood, and defeated. And it's in those moments that you'll have to make a choice. Are you going to let the pain break you, or are you going to let it fuel you? Are you going to give up, or are you going to keep pushing forward? Let me tell you something. Every single setback, every single failure is part of the process. It's part of your journey, and it's what's going to make you stronger in the end. The road to success is paved with obstacles, but it's those very obstacles that will shape you into the person you are meant to be. With every challenge you face, with every hurdle you overcome, you're building resilience. You're creating a strength within yourself that no one can take away from you. And here's the truth. When you finally rise, when you reach the level you've been fighting for, all those people who doubted you, who ignored you, who treated you like you were nothing, they'll be watching. They'll be on the sidelines, looking up at you, wishing they had seen your worth before it became undeniable. They'll see the person you've become, the strength, the confidence, the success, and they'll realize they missed out. They'll realize they could have been part of your journey, but instead, they chose to doubt you, to overlook you, and by then, it'll be too late. You won't need their approval anymore, because you'll have found everything you need within yourself. That's the power of rising on your own. When you reach the top, you'll know that you did it all without their help, without their validation, and that knowledge will give you a strength and confidence that no one can take away from you. You won't even care what they think anymore, because you'll be so secure in who you are, in everything you've achieved. And that's the most liberating feeling in the world. The best revenge isn't to prove them wrong for their sake. It's to prove to yourself that you're capable of everything they said you couldn't do. It's waking up every day with a fire in your heart, determined to build a life that is bigger, brighter, and more fulfilling than anything they ever thought possible for you. It's knowing that your dreams, your goals, your vision are worth every sacrifice, every struggle, every lonely night. And when you rise, when you finally stand tall and look back at everything you've overcome, you'll know that it was all worth it. When you're in that quiet place, when the lights have faded, the cameras are off, and you're left with nothing but your thoughts, you'll understand that it was your willpower, your discipline, your drive that got you here. Not their approval, not their applause. The applause fades, the praise vanishes, but the satisfaction you get from achieving your goals remains. And there's nothing more powerful than knowing you did it all on your own, with no one else to thank but yourself. Keep going, keep pushing forward, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many people doubt you. Don't waste your energy trying to make them see your worth. Their opinions are irrelevant. What matters is how you see yourself, how much you believe in your own potential. Because when you believe in yourself, when you commit to your journey, there's nothing that can stop you. Surround yourself with people who genuinely value you, who see your potential, who support your dreams. These are the people who will lift you up when things get tough, who will celebrate your successes, and who will remind you of your worth when you start to doubt yourself. And for everyone else, let them watch from the sidelines. Let them see you rise, and let them live with the regret of not believing in you when they had the chance. One day, they'll wish they treated you better. They'll remember every moment they could have been there for you, every time they could have offered a hand, a word of encouragement, and they'll regret it. But by then, you'll be too far ahead to even care. You'll be living the life you've created for yourself, a life they never thought you could have. And in that moment, you'll know that everything you went through, every struggle, every sacrifice, was worth it. So rise, kid. Rise above the noise, the doubt, the negativity. Keep pushing forward. Keep believing in yourself, and let your success be the only answer you ever give to those who doubted you. Because when you rise, you won't need their validation. You'll have built a life so strong, so powerful, that their opinions won't matter anymore. And that's when you'll truly be free.